Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. "23 yards on the tuck and run."
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kingsley Enagbare. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Flush to his right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Still 9 remaining on second down. Mahomes Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him.
Great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up the middle, Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete right around the 8. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Mahomes, little shot before the half for Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Rodgers will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They rolled the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll try again with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a 1st-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes will throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Mahomes. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And Mahomes picking up the 1st as he slides and hits the deck. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Mahomes being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.